afternoon, everyone. My name is Ramya, and today I'm here to talk about NEP 2020, a boon for India's youth. In India, there is one common complaint concerning the Indian education system. Nobody could deny the fact that everybody is disappointed with the structure of policies in the educational world. Right from students to university professionals, everybody was eagerly waiting for an educational revolution. After many years of callouts, today the Ministry of Human Resource of Development has come forward to present the restructured policy, the National Educational Policy 2020, to create a better socio-economic and ethnical culture. We all know that education is a tool for any student to have a balanced approach in life. NEP visualizes to make every child as humans for tomorrow with Jnana, knowledge, Pragya, wisdom, Satya, truth, Atmagnan, self-knowledge. Along with these, it includes self-pride, flexibility and team play. All of us have been to schools and colleges, but we were never really allowed to express ourselves. With the implementation of these policies, the students would be allowed to learn their subjects based on inquiry-based methodology, discovery-oriented learning, activity-based, discussion-based learning, focusing on multiple intelligence development, focus on geographical aspects of the child. Let's talk about the crux of New Educational Policy 2020 through my own experience. While I was a kid, I was never really allowed to choose what I wanted to study because I never really had an idea of what I wanted to do in my future. And this needs mere discovery and exploration to the outside world. This policy is going to allow the kids to know what the outside world looks like. There's going to be a plenty of opportunities for the students to grab. NEP 2020 is going to allow the students to understand their own methodology of education that is needed for their future through exploration and discovery. While I was doing my PU, again I was in a blank state. I really didn't know which are the subjects that I'll have to choose to follow my career. So I was left to choose, and I was convinced that if I could choose biology, I will be able to jump into other fields in the future. Later, I found my passion for psychology, which was serving my purpose. Again, when I had to choose the subject psychology, I had to pick up three major papers which were not even correlated. If we follow this educational policy, we can choose what we want to do. For example, I love psychology, so I can choose psychology as my major paper, and I have an inclination to writing, so I could choose my minor paper into literature. So this is how the policy works. This policy also gives an opportunity for the students to make utilize of what they are doing to the fullest. For example, if a student wants to take a break in the first year, they could do that. By doing this, the government actually allows them to use their credits in the other universities, and they'll be given a basic certificate. If the student wants to take a break in the second year, they would be offered a diploma course. And if the student wants to take a break after the third year, they would be given a certificate of undergraduation. And if the student again wants to continue their studies until the fourth year, they would be given a degree of honors. Educational policy will allow the students to use their potential to the fullest and captivate whatever they want to do in the near future. The one common discussion among today's youth is to pursue their degree in other universities, as in they want to go into the other countries to explore their subjects. But after implementing this policy, the government is going to allow the universities to collaborate, as in a person will be given a chance to pursue what they want to do right from studying from here. When this policy was implemented, the Twitter was outraged with criticisms. One such criticism that I felt very personal was one of the users said that teaching students in regional languages is not going to give any effect. So this is something that we all have to know, that teaching in the regional language is very important. We need to acknowledge the regional languages of India. Take an example of China, South Korea, Japan. These are the countries who are using their own languages and are yet dominating over globally. If you look at the K-pop sensation BTS, they are writing lyrics in their own language and yet they are having the full attention on them. So this is a great example for us to try the newer things that is coming to us. If we are going to refuse to work on these things, we will never find a solution. This could be a trial and error method too. But if we are going to look into it and work on it, definitely we'll be finding strategies in the future for a better development. Dr. R. Vijay Saraswati, founder, president and pro-vice chancellor of St. Mother Teresa University, has compiled the above crux, which will be displayed in the following. And thank you so much for listening to me. Have a bright future ahead.